Nigel.
Hello.
Will the meeting of Planning and Zoning Commission for Wednesday, January 4th, 2023, please come to order. This evening's meeting will be a virtual and planning and zoning meeting hosted by Zoom. During this meeting, our procedures will be as follows. 1, when you first enter the meeting, you will be in virtual waiting room until the meeting host admits you. 2, please be aware that your camera, if you have one, and your microphone will be muted by the meeting host when you enter the meeting. You can turn on your camera at any time so you can be seen by the others when and if you choose to. In order to run an efficient and orderly meeting in this virtual environment, unless stated otherwise by the meeting chairman, during the meeting, the meeting host will keep everyone other than the commission members muted. You will still be able to hear everything that's said by the commission members, even if you are muted and or your camera is not on. There will be an opportunity for public comment during public hearings, at which time public participants will be unmuted. 3, the secretary will read the call of the meeting as published according to Governor Lamont's executive order. 4, during the public hearing, the applicant will be invited to present the application, explaining to the commission and others present what is being requested. The meeting host will share all related documents on the screen as needed. In addition, all applications and supporting materials for each application on the agenda are available through the public meeting calendar page of the town website, www.guilfordct.gov, and also through a direct link on the planning and zoning page. 5, comments of town agencies will be read for each application if there are any, and there will be clarifying questions from commissioners. 6, there will then be an opportunity for clarifying questions from the audience. Please raise your hand through the Zoom platform and wait to be called on and unmuted. As this public hearing must be recorded, it is necessary for speakers to identify themselves each time they speak by stating their name and address. 7, after all clarifying questions are exhausted, those who wish to speak in support of the application will be asked to come forward, state their name and address for the record, and make a statement. Then those who wish to speak in opposition to the application will be asked to come forward, state their name and address for the record, and make a statement. 8, the applicant will then have an opportunity to address any questions or concerns raised by the public or commissioners. 9, once the public hearing is closed, the applicant is free to leave or remain for the balance of the public hearings and the regular meeting during which the commission will try to reach a decision on each application. Each applicant will be notified in writing as to the decision of the commission and has a right to appeal to Superior Court if desired. 10, decisions of this meeting are available the day after the meeting by calling the Planning and Zoning Department at 203-453-8039 or by emailing planning.zoning@guilfordct.gov after 9 a.m. 11, all actions taken on applications tonight by the commission will be by roll call. All commissioners and staff will identify themselves for the record before speaking. Seated this evening, the following members who will please identify themselves. Kevin Clark.
Here.
I don't see Bill Freeman. Ted Sands.
Here.
Philip Johnson.
Here.
Sean Cosgrove.
Here.
Frank D'Andrea.
Here.
I'm the chair, Scott Evan. And Larry Zolo.
Here.
You get to be seated tonight.
All right. Get on.
Staff present are Jamie Stein, town planner, Nigel Mills, assistant town planner. And this meeting will be recorded via the Zoom platform made available on the town website for viewing. Secretary would normally read the legal notice, but there is none tonight. So is there a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All right, Philip got that one. And then Ted. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries.
I make a motion to table the James and Joyce Glass application to the table from the 21st.
Do we need to read Michael Harkin's letter first or no?
So no, it's just
Okay.
a request for them to table, which we're going to honor. You're tabling it to the 18th, Jamie, is that correct, of January?
I
Correct.
must be reading the wrong agenda. Sorry.
No, I think it just didn't get up.
No, sorry about that, Phil. I was stating there that it was tabled from December 21st.
So just a quick question. This is a CAM application for the garage?
Correct. Yep. They're covering an existing patio with a garage. So,
Are we like, I guess we'll get all the details when we get the details.
Yep.
yeah, yes.
All right, so Philip has made a motion to table to the January 18th. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, Larry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, great. Let's see here. Pending applications is Joyce D'Amato and Severino DePina. We already did those ones. New application, Dean Takahashi, 71 Andrews Road, map 120, lot 76A, zone R5, coastal site plan application for a 240 square foot shed received and set public hearing for January 18th. Do we hear a motion for that?
So moved.
Thank you, Ted.
Second.
Thank you, Frank.
That's so tiny.
I will actually abstain from that because it is my parents' neighbor and I argued against them at the zoning board of appeals, so I'll abstain.
Okay. All others in favor of receiving and setting? Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Also, let's see, George Spencer, we already received. Correct?
Yeah, just a note on that one to assuage any concerns or any confusion. This application was received by the Planning and Zoning Commission on December 21st. We have 65 days to act upon it. This was a mandatory referral to the Inland Wetlands and Watercourses Commission. So they will receive it at their January 11th meeting and probably schedule, potentially hear it in February. So, we're gonna just kind of wait till we hear from them as normal procedures until they render their decision, and then we'll take it up in commission's meetings.
Okay. That's more of us just correcting how it's properly supposed to flow.
Yeah.
Forward. That does eat into a lot of the 65 days though, but I guess that is what it is.
It does. I mean, they can grant an extension and we can request an extension, so.
Okay. Was anyone able to review,
Remove the minutes.
remove the minutes, review the minutes from December 21st meeting? Anyone?
Substantially correct.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Frank.
I
you, Frank.
agree.
Second,
So who's gonna make the motion? Do you want to make the motion, Kevin?
sure, you got it.
Okay.
Second,
Thank you, Philip. All in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Any abstains? No. All right, all in favor. Jamie, do we have any other business to attend to?
We do a couple of things. First, I will pull up for you the Connecticut Bar Association. It's that time of year or every other year. They do this sort of land use planning and zoning seminar. It's a full day long. It will be held on Saturday, March 11th of this year from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It'll be held over Zoom. I think I know that I got this as a commissioner in the past. I never attended. I do think I will attend this year. If you would like to attend, please let me know by February 15th. I will share this with you. Here, let me just flip my, let me just flip the view here so you can actually see it.
having attended this twice, here's once, here's the second time. It's a very educational seminar. I found it to be more useful in person, but it is what it is.
Okay.
But
Yeah, thanks, Phil. So I will send this brochure to you all. We actually got 2 copies. It just goes through the full schedule for the day. You'll see that, our very own attorney Chuck Andrus will be talking about enforcement. There's also information here on how to register. The packet that Phil just held up is $45. I think I can cover that through our budget. Is that what happened in the past, Phil? Do you remember?
you know, honestly, I think the town covered the cost for attendance at the seminar, and
Okay,
then they gave us this as we walked in.
Correct.
okay,
Honestly, it's a great reference manual So if you have like questions about planning and zoning or zoning commissions or non-conforming uses or special permits or zoning board of appeal, I mean, it's like, it is a very, very good detailed reference manual. I know I used it quite a bit. Back when people used to ask me about stuff.
Okay.
I can also confirm that March Madness does not start that weekend, so no.
Right. Well, Mr. 611.
Even better.
So I think that what I'll try to do is just let me know if you would like to attend, let's say by February 1st. I
So
will,
it's only Zoom?
it's only Zoom, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll try to register us all together so that if you want a copy, I can pay for the copy. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I think the last one they had was at Wesleyan. It was in person.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Sean
I
and
went-
you and I went to that.
Yeah.
I went with Richard too.
And I went to the live one pre-COVID, and then I went to the Zoom one post-COVID. And
And our friend Marjorie Shansky is going to be presenting.
You will be
Okay.
there. Yeah, we'll be there.
nothing like a pig in the parlor.
Now,
So we will try to
Great quote from
coordinate that. Okay, great. Another,
Jamie,
yes, Ted.
this is Ted. I'll definitely go to this.
Great. So I just wanted to, okay, terrific, thank you. I also wanted to just remind everybody, now that we are in the new year, this year kicks off the sort of state mandated requirement for continuing education of commission members. So I believe that, and I can look into the exact language, but I believe that those who were serving on commissions prior to January 1, 2023, which is everybody here, has to complete their 4 hours in the first year. So the year of 2023. So I will double check that for you, but by my watch, this basically covers you, with the exception of you're meant to have 1 hour devoted to affordable housing. Now, there is 30 minutes here for affordable housing. So I think we could probably squeeze in another 30 minutes somewhere, but just want to put that on everybody's.
Jamie, we can just stop down at your office and spend 30.
Yeah, we could chat for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It sounds great. So just wanted to put that on your radar. Actually, the deputy chief of our fire department is a bit of a wizard with VOCI. I don't know if any of you have worked with that platform in your professions, but he's set up a bit of a online module of trainings for us to kind of log what we've done and keep a record of it. Because we'll have to do this for the Planning and Zoning Commission as well as the Zoning Board of Appeals. So, we can get everybody log in there, and then you can, basically confirm your hours of training when they were completed.
Is this the Yukon program?
Well, Yukon could be one avenue, but as I was saying earlier, with the 4 hours of training, I believe this satisfies that. So with the only exception that it's not quite the 1 hour of affordable housing, but I can look into, I'll ask Chuck if he knows for certain that this fits.
How biased is this training?
I have no idea. I can't speak to
Just
that.
curious. Like, is this like bent hard one way or the other?
Well,
Or is
it's not. It's
pretty
not.
neutral?
It's not like a prescribed training. It's just continuous service hours, which a lot of things will count towards.
Correct. Yeah, you don't have to have this be your training. You could select, as Larry said, the Yukon Clear website has a bunch of different trainings.
Scrog usually has some things, right?
Yeah, Scrog has a bunch of stuff. The Zoning Board of Appeals is setting up a working session with Chuck Andrus on January 18th. Unfortunately, we have a meeting then, but it will be recorded. He'll be discussing two kind of very important land use case laws and decisions. So we're going to try to create a couple of different avenues for y'all to do that training.
And just an aside, so did Chuck indicate that the Superior Court is going to render some kind of verdict or opinion this month
On demand.
regarding demand?
I don't know that answer.
Yeah.
He estimated, but did not have a specific date.
Yeah, I haven't heard a follow-up from him on
Okay.
that.
Is there a stick for a commission member that doesn't complete the 4 hours and any?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
No.
that's- really? Is that supposed to be a threat?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
It's
you
a
have
great
to. you
question,
have to
Kevin. It's a
no,
great
no, no,
question.
no. It's very clear. You have to perform 4 hours of enforcement.
There you go. You have to follow Nigel around.
4 hours of picking up yard
That actually wouldn't be
signs.
bad.
There you go.
Hey,
So, Jamie,
Why
did
are
you
you
say
saying that like it's a bad thing?
Scott, if you follow Nigel around, I think
That's true.
everyone would comply.
I do. That's fair. That's fair. I'll
Jamie,
be-
Sorry,
I
Kevin,
have
you're
my
asking a
ways.
serious question. I'm prepared to receive it. Go ahead, please.
did you say that there was actually going to be a copy of this? If someone couldn't make the 11th meeting, that there would be a video copy that they could watch?
That I don't know. I know that the ZBA will be recording their working session with Chuck Andrus, but again, I can ask Chuck if there will be a recording of this so that we can watch it. I don't see why they wouldn't do that.
Right. No, I'm just wondering too, like if are they really going to keep close tabs on that close that if you actually watched a recording of it, would
Yeah.
that count towards your 4 hours?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've tried to set up in this VOCI platform is basically, like if you've ever done any trainings online for work you have to answer some questions throughout the process, or you have to, when you get to the end, you get prompted to yes, I did it, complete. And so we're trying to set up something like that, but from what I can tell from the sort of state statute that has brought this forward is that, it's really the town's responsibility to keep track and the commissioner's responsibility to keep track. I don't know what the stick is if you don't do it.
You can also still sign up because if you want the materials, you should
Yeah.
still sign up.
True. Okay.
Yeah. Lastly, we did get a rather interesting request. I'll call it that, interesting request. Let me go digging in my emails from Desegregate Connecticut. So let me just pull up the email here.
Yeah, Phil or I guess Frank, you've been here for a while. They're requesting to come to a planning and zoning meeting and talk about themselves and talk about their aims.
Yeah,
I
specifically.
don't remember that. I don't remember that ever happening on planning and zoning before.
Not since I've been on.
That we've invited a group.
Why should we let them
Exactly.
Why not?
pontificate as opposed to somebody
Well, I mean,
else?
I think we could give them a relatively small allocated period of time to say, here's what our hope is from a planning and zoning standpoint going forward. I don't think that's a terrible thing.
Yeah, but we're a land use commission. I don't think this is this the platform for
Well,
that in a public meeting?
Yeah,
I kind of said that to
I-
Alan when he went off on the Mylar balloon, so
Well, they have
Those balloons.
the baby,
They have a
the
very
baby, the
excellent
baby.
website.
Larry, go ahead.
They have a very excellent website that says everything what they do and their strategies and what they think about things. And they have one part of their website is what's going on in the different towns. They had us when we had a public meeting, go to this thing. So no matter what town you live in, you can find out what's going on in your town. But besides that, it's very informative site of all the different things they do.
Just
That's great.
GCTV still exists?
I don't really know. Matt had asked me to do a little kind of blurb on the zoning regs and what we're doing, and we had kind of scheduled it, and then they canceled, and I haven't heard since then.
So that might be a better forum for them to, if in fact GCTV still exists.
Yeah.
To,
Let
to,
me-
And that's kind of what I said to Alan at the time, was like, you know, if you really have a problem with the Mylar balloons, I'm happy to go out, because I agree with him. But it just wasn't the appropriate forum. So
Yeah,
maybe,
it's not that I have any issue with their group or their message.
right,
I don't necessarily want to start making every group think that they have the 5 minutes to come to our meeting.
Yeah,
I
I
completely agree.
completely agree with that. I think we're setting a precedent here that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if
I think,
they want to send us some sort of a presentation
Mhm.
that each of us could take a look at, that's fine.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
to come in front of the commission, you know, when we've got an audience and that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I would agree. I just think that we're here to hear, the applications of citizens of Guilford.
And honestly, like if they want someone to sit with them in a GCTV interview, I'm sure
Right.
Scott would do it,
I agree.
or
Jamie,
Sean would
perhaps
do
you
it,
could-
or
I'm sorry.
Ted would do
Jamie,
it.
oh,
I'm going through all the people but me.
You're fine, Larry.
Evan would do it.
Larry, go ahead.
perhaps Jamie can respond that we're aware of their website and we promise to take a look at it.
Yeah, let me just, for full disclosure, let me show you the email snippet. And as I'm showing it to you, I just want to say that my initial response was to share it with Scott and say, hey, what do you think? And then we kind of thought maybe it might be better to help them organize a meeting with, any member of Guilford, but also the Planning and Zoning Commission members would, y'all would be invited, of course, but also the Safe Streets Task Force, because I think what they're looking for is kind of right up their alley. So pun intended, I think. So yeah, they're basically just talking about, I think, this idea of an upcoming state level proposal, work, live, ride. It is a new and exciting direction for the state to assist local municipalities to building more homes near their public transportation. And we think it could have a very positive impact in Guilford. So, I think that perhaps it's not solely a Planning and Zoning Commission item or of interest. I think it might be of interest to a larger.
Right. It relates to Affordable Housing Committee. It relates to Safe Streets.
right.
It relates to a lot of things. Yeah.
I agree. And so do we have any awareness, maybe we would never have any way of knowing, that they have gained access to another Planning and Zoning Commission meeting?
No
I
idea.
can ask. Yeah, I can ask.
I guarantee you they've asked for it to be invited to every single one in the state.
Yeah. But I don't think, I agree with Ted. It's a bad precedent.
It sounds like it's something for the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah, there you go. Mandatory referral, right?
Oh, well, that would be kicking one up the road.
Mandatory.
I'm happy to invite everybody and host or, support that we're interested in engaging Guilford residents in this topic. I think maybe that's
I would encourage them to go down the GCTV route.
Okay.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay. Great. So that was, we were uncertain as to what the precedent should be there. And maybe I'll end on some very exciting news. We have a new administrative assistant. Her name is Jernique, and she starts on Monday.
Jernique or Junique?
Jernique.
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 You got it.
Jernique.
J-R.
J-E-R. N-I-Q-U-E.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Unique.
Yes.
We're so excited.
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
Jamie,
I'm very
we're
happy
gonna,
about it.
but we're gonna miss your.
5 minutes.
Now
you're really gonna miss the.
your clerkship has just been amazing.
Well, thank you. I'm really not looking forward to letting that one go. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the editor-in-chief, obviously.
Yes. So we're super excited to welcome Jernique and
Great.
Monday.
Very well done.
Well, on that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Philip. A second?
Second.
Ted is so on the ball with the seconds. I love it. All in favor?
Aye.
So,
Aye. Thank you, everyone.
Happy New Year. Ciao.
We got our quick
You as
meeting.
well.
Bye.
Yeah.
Frank, you're a sneaky book.
Well done, Scott.
I saw your
Yes.
kid walking in
Good
the background.
job.
You're a sneaky book.